Oh, what's good, everybody? It's your boy King Killer back here today with another video. Thank you guys for dropping by. So in today's video, we have a new series on the channel, and this series is pretty much going to consist of me taking one player on a random team and giving them a 99 overall in everything. So all their stats are going to be 99s, and seeing how far we can go with this team. Is that player going to win MVP every single year? Are we going to win the championship every single year with the team? Or is there going to be a player that outplays him for the MVP, or a team that outplays him for the championship? And I think for this video, the challenge for this video is going to be, I have to win with the same exact team that I start out with. So I can't sign anybody in free agency and I can't make any trades. And for example, if somebody doesn't want to re-sign with us, so let's just say Mo Bamba isn't happy and he doesn't want to re-sign with us, I cannot sign anybody that's better than Mo Bamba. I have to sign a 70 overall or lower to be on the team. So I have to make sure that all my players are happy, or at least the main ones that I'm going to be using. I have to make sure that they are happy so we can re-sign them. So for the first video and the first player of this series, we're going to be using Bol Bol for the first player. And I just went ahead and I chose Bol Bol just because he is a fan favorite and he is 7'2", so it should be fun. And yeah, I went ahead and I gave him a 99 everything. In every single stat you can imagine, I went ahead and I gave him a 99. And I also went ahead and I gave him a 99 shot tendency, 99 touches, 99 mid-range shot tendency, and a 99 3-point shot tendency. And yeah, it's going to be fun to see how this series works out. I think it should be pretty good. And you see right here, we're going to go ahead and for the coach plans, I'm going to go ahead and run this lineup. And I went ahead and I gave Bol Bol about 40 minutes. I don't know if I should give him like 48 minutes or just keep him at 40. But I think for the first video, I'm going to go ahead and leave him at 40. And taking a look at the system proficiency, I went ahead and I put it to whatever Bol Bol is best at. So he is at his best when it is at balance. So that's what we're going to leave it at. And yeah, taking a look at the record for this team, we are 14-25 on the year. It's sitting 13th in the conference. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be simulating the year, and let's see how good we end the season with Bol Bol being a 99 everything. All right, so at the end of season number 1, Luka still manages to win MVP in year 1. Paolo winning Rookie of the Year, 6-man Tyus Jones, Anthony Davis, Depoy, Trey Jones Most Improved, and then Coach of the Year JB Bickerstaff. Does Bol Bol make an All-NBA team? And he does. He actually does. He makes All-NBA third team. And does he make an All-Defensive team? He does not. So taking a look at where we finished on the year, we ended up as the 8th seed. So as a play-in tournament team, 39-43. And taking a look at the stats for Bol Bol, he ended up averaging about 21 points, 10.5 boards, 4 assists, 1 steal, almost 2 blocks a night, shooting 53%, 45%, and 92%. So honestly, I kind of thought it would have been a little bit more. I thought he would have averaged a little bit more, I'm not gonna lie. But we are facing Milwaukee in round 1, so we're just gonna go ahead and we are gonna simulate this. So you see right here the team real quick, and I don't really think they added anybody new. So we're gonna go ahead and simulate the play-in tournament, and we end up winning. So taking a look at game number 1, Bol Bol with 25-19, 6-4-2. Okay. And then yeah, so we are gonna go ahead and we are facing Cleveland in round number 1 as the 7th seed. Did they add anybody new? Not really. So we're gonna go ahead and just simulate the whole round, and we end up winning the first round. So we upsetted Cleveland. Taking a look at the stats for this game, we ended up winning game number 1 by 4 points. Bol Bol with 26, 12, and 8. He is still getting outscored by Paolo Banchero. That just shows you how good of a rookie he is. Game number 2, we ended up winning Bol Bol with 34, 11, and 13. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Game number 3, we ended up losing by 3, but Bol Bol with 36, 8, and 16 assists with 3 steals and 2 blocks. Game number 4, we ended up winning Bol Bol with only 23, 11, and 10. And then game number 5, we ended up winning Bol Bol with 26, 17, and 8. Okay, round number 2, you see the team we are going up against. He should definitely average some pretty insane numbers. So we're gonna go ahead and simulate the round, and we end up losing in 5. Okay. Let's see how good Bol Bol did. So game number 1, 21, 12, and only 2 assists. Game number 2, 15, 14, 6, 3, and 3. Game number 3, he ended up putting up 33, 17, and 9. Game number 4, he ended up putting 30, 11, 3, 4, and 2. And game number 5, he ended up with 26, 12, and 3, 2 steals, and 5 blocks. So I was low-key expecting more. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he would have averaged like a crazy amount, like maybe like 40. So I'm excited to get into the next season just because this is going to be a full season with him with the 99 shot tendencies, because we're already like a couple games in, like 30 games into the first season. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys season number 2 with the rotation lineup, see if I give him more minutes. I probably will give him a little bit more minutes, so I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2. Alright, and I actually am real quick just gonna fire our head coach, and I'm just gonna get somebody with like really good ratings. So I'm gonna end up signing this dude, and he wants a lot of money, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be paying him, so he is gonna be our coach for the rest of the year. Alright, so for the start of season number 2, this is what the lineup's gonna be looking like. Fultz, Suggs, Wagner, Banchero, Bol Bol. Off the bench we got Anthony, Carter Jr., Isaac, and then I went ahead and I drafted Thompson. So I think I'm going to be able to go ahead and draft players just because I do have the draft picks. But for the rest of the squad, you see it is pretty much the same exact team except for Ed Davis, because I forgot who I didn't bring back. I think somebody retired. So I went ahead and I brought him in. But like I said, he is going to be a 67 overall because I cannot sign anybody higher than a 70 overall. And system proficiency for this team with the new head coach, it's going to go ahead and I guess we could leave it at... maybe, I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave it at balance because Bol Bol is the best at that. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and simulate season number 2. So we're going to get a full season of Bol Bol being a 99 overall. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate, and I will catch you guys at the end of season number 2. Alright, so at the end of season number 2, Ja Morant wins MVP. So Bol Bol has yet to win an MVP. Scoot Henderson, Rookie of the Year. 6-man, Brandon Miller. Bol Bol does win Defensive Player of the Year, and then Most Improved is Evan Mobley. And taking a look at the All-NBA team, Bol Bol has shot all the way up to All-NBA First Team. And does anybody else make it? No, they do not. And taking a look at where we finished on the year, we ended up going 51-31, best for the 4th seed in the East. And taking a look at the player stats, we had Bol Bol averaging 28 points, 15 rebounds, 7.5 assists with almost 2 steals a night and 2 blocks. And he went and averaged almost 50, 40, 90. He was just 0.2 away from a 50, but still pretty good as he went 49, 44, and then 98. And 28 points, I'm not gonna lie, is still kind of low. I would have thought he would have averaged a little bit more, but then again, he does have Paulo, who is such a good player in 2K. He is averaging 19 points with a 99 overall. That's pretty impressive. And taking a look at where we are in the playoff picture, we are facing Detroit. And did they add anybody new? They added Josh Hart. They added Victor. Okay, so this is about to... they added Kyle Kuzma as well. Okay, so this is about to be a battle because Victor and Bol Bol, they have been getting comparisons recently. And they also added Draymond Green. Okay, so this is definitely about to be a wild series. So we're going to go ahead and simulate round number 1. Do we get out? Yes, we do. So... game number 1, we ended up losing by 1 point. Bol Bol with 26, 12, and 9. Game number 2, we ended up winning 22, 12, and 9. Game number 3, we ended up winning 25, 17, and 11. Game number 4, he ended up putting up 17, 21, and 10 with 4 and 4. That is crazy. And then game number 5, he ended up putting up 46 points and 11 rebounds with 6 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. That is what I'm talking about. Moving on to the next round, we are facing Cleveland once again. Did they add anybody? They added a couple of role players, but nothing too important. So we're going to go ahead and be simulating the round. Can we get out of the second round? And we do not. We end up losing in 7. We lost by 11 points. So game number 1, we ended up losing Bol Bol with 35, 10, and 6. Game number 2, we ended up winning 20 and 22 rebounds and 8 assists for Bol Bol. Game number 3, we ended up winning as Bol Bol put up 43, 15, and 6. Game number 4, we ended up winning. So we had a 3-1 lead and we blew it. Okay, that's not good. We end up putting up 25, 15, and 5. And then game number 5, we ended up losing by 1 point. 26, 15, and 8 for Bol Bol. And in game 6, we ended up losing by 3 points. Bol Bol with 27, 21, and 4 assists. And in game number 7, we ended up losing by 11. Bol Bol put up 38 and 16 with 4 assists. Okay, this is actually a little bit tougher than I thought. I really thought it was about to be a cakewalk, but apparently not. So we're going to go ahead and simulate to season number 3, and I will catch you guys at the start of that season. Alright, so for the final season, this is what the lineup's going to be looking like. Pretty much the same thing with Fultz, Suggs, Wagner, Banchero, and Bol. Off the bench, we got Cole Anthony, Wendell Carter Jr., Jonathan Isaac, and Asor Thompson. And then the rest of the team is going to be the same. We did end up losing RJ Hampton, so I went ahead and I signed Waters for that backup point guard role. And taking a look at the system proficiency for this team, I went ahead and I changed it to 7 seconds just to shake things up. And I'm hoping Bol Bol could win at least one MVP because he has a 99 overall in everything. I don't know how he's not winning an MVP. So hoping he wins an MVP, hoping we get the first seed, and hoping he could average at least over 30 points. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate the final season, and I'll catch you guys at the end. Alright, so at the end of season number 3, Bol Bol finally wins his MVP. Rookie of the Year is Isaiah. Miller is 6th Man of the Year. Bol Bol winning Defensive Player of the Year again. Max Lewis Most Improved. And then JB Bickerstaff is Coach of the Year. Taking a look at the All-NBA team, he makes it obviously on the All-NBA first team. Do we get anybody else? I doubt it. We do not. And then All-Defensive team, he makes it. Does anybody else on our team make it? No, they do not. So taking a look at where we finished on the year, we ended up not even going as the first seed. We had 3 teams that had 60 games or more. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. So we go 61 and 21, and we are good enough for the 3rd seed. And taking a look at the player stats for the season, Bol Bol led the way with 28.5 points, 15 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks, shooting 50, 40, 90. Loves to see it. And then Banchero still with 19 points. That's pretty impressive. I'm telling you, he is pretty impressive on 2K because Bol Bol should have been averaging more. I think if we didn't have him on the team, Bol Bol would have averaged easily over 30 points. And taking a look at the rest of the team right here, Suggs with 15, Fultz with 15, Wagner with 13, Anthony with 11.5, Thompson with about 10 points, Carter Jr. with about 8, and then Isaac with about 4. And taking a look at who we are facing in round number 1, it's going to be Toronto. So did they add important? They added Nick Smith Jr., Kwame Evans, Andre Drummond, Shake Milton. Okay, so they have a pretty good squad, but we have something they don't. We have a 99 overall Bol Bol. So simulating, actually real quick before I do go ahead and simulate, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adjust some of these minutes. I'm going to give him a little bit less, him a little bit less, and I'm just going to play Bol Bol 46 minutes a night. So hopefully he doesn't get too fatigued. So we are going to go ahead and simulate round number 1, and we end up losing in round number 1. No way, we lost in Bol Bol's only MVP season. What? Okay, maybe playing him 46 minutes a night wasn't a good idea, but Bol Bol, game number 1, we ended up losing. He put up 24, 12, and 11. Game number 2, we ended up blowing them out, 34, 14, 4, 3, and 2 for Bol Bol. Game number 3, we ended up winning. He ended up putting 31, 13, and 12. Game number 4, we ended up losing. He put up 24, 11, and 7. Game number 5, we ended up losing. He ended up putting up 21, 20, and 8 with 5 blocks a night. And game number 6, we ended up getting blown out. He put up 28, 12, 3, 3, and 2 with 6 turnovers. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. Okay, well, at least it gives us a challenge, so at least it wasn't really easy. So taking a look at the total points that he scored in those 3 seasons, he scored 1689, then he scored 2315, and in his MVP year he ended up scoring 23 and 40. So pretty impressive. So I think this is going to be a fun series to watch, but like I said, let me know down below in the comments if you guys like this, or go ahead and drop a like on the video so I know you guys like these type of videos and I could go ahead and do more. But anyways, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. If you guys did enjoy this new series, drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure to follow me on Twitter. Link will be down below. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Stay safe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.